Hey everyone, I'm ZM and welcome back to this week's gaming news. As we're still working on a title for this series and there isn't really much Zelda news this week, if at all. And the only bit of Zelda news we have to share this week is more of a rumor than anything, and that is Tears of the Kingdom is getting its own DLC. Now this shouldn't be much of a surprise to many, as Breath of the Wild got its own DLC and it was even revealed to us before the game was even released. But for Tears of the Kingdom it seems a bit soon, as we haven't gotten enough information about the game itself to warrant DLC. But what gave us this idea is with Tears of the Kingdom's official website, as even on the bottom of the website they say that both the game and DLC is sold separately, and it seems like they're most likely talking about the game the site is based on, Tears of the Kingdom. So again, take this with a grain of salt, as this might just be a typing error and clearly Nintendo wasn't ready to reveal any DLC for the game, but if we were to get some, I'm sure Nintendo will announce it in the upcoming months. Next, let's talk about some DLC that actually is confirmed and isn't just speculation, and that is that Elden Ring is finally getting DLC of its own. This is something fans have been expecting, as previous FromSoft games usually get DLC a year after the game's release. And it seems like with Elden Ring having hit its 1-year anniversary just a week ago, we're actually getting its DLC finally revealed to us. This new DLC for Elden Ring is known as Shadow of the Erdtree, and it was revealed to us earlier today from a tweet from FromSoft. While they didn't show much regarding the DLC outside of the announcement, we also got an official piece of artwork for it and the title reveal. Next up, let's talk about more DLC that was officially announced, and that goes for Pokémon Scarlet and Pokémon Violet. As during the end of the Pokémon Presents, Pokémon revealed to us that both games are getting 2 waves of DLC, one being dropped at fall of this year, and the other being dropped at winter. The DLC was revealed to us as the hidden treasure of Area 0, with Part 1 known as the Teal Mask, and Part 2 known as the Indigo Disc. And to continue the news about DLC, Splatoon 3's first wave of its expansion pass has finally been dropped, with its first wave it being the return to Inkopolis. Well, to many this might be a weak drop of DLC for its first wave, as we're just getting a rehash of Splatoon 1's hub area, but at least we get Callie and Mary's return, my favorite Squid Sisters. Next up, let's talk about with March approaching, this will be your last month to be able to buy 3DS and Wii U eShop games from Nintendo, so make sure to do it while you can. And while you can't add funds through the eShop from those consoles directly, you can actually add funds through the Nintendo Switch and then just purchase games from there. And I highly recommend doing so if you want to get games like Majora's Mask 3D or Ocarina of Time 3D on your 3DS. And for Wii U owners, you can get almost every single Zelda game on it through the eShop, so make sure you do that while you have the chance. Though it's weird how you can get games like Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks on the Wii U eShop, but not on the 3DS eShop. Kinda makes no sense if you ask me. Next up, though I forgot to mention this while filming, is that we're gonna be getting a new Nintendo Direct. Now, before you get too excited, this Direct is solely for the Super Mario Bros. Movie, as we're gonna be getting the final trailer for the movie on this Direct, which is March 9th. Though oddly, Nintendo decided to have this Direct one day before Mario Day. And before you expect any other announcements, because this is a Nintendo Direct, Nintendo specifically announced that there will be no game information during this Direct. So only expect new information regarding the Super Mario Bros. Movie in this Direct. Now, while I know there hasn't been any Zelda news this week, I still thought it'd be great to continue this series with any gaming news I think interests me and hopefully will interest you. But now let's move on to a quick channel update, as I kind of want to update on what I mentioned last week. For those who remember, I mentioned how I wanted to get a Skyward Sword HD Let's Play out real soon, and the plan was to get it out last weekend, but sadly I haven't been feeling so good and pretty much all of that's been delayed. Without getting into too much detail or really bringing down the mood, for over the past 4 months I've actually been going through a lot of physical and mental issues, and it's been really affecting my videos. Sadly, the situation hasn't gotten any better, and I'm really hoping it will eventually so I can actually get to those videos I plan on sharing with you guys. The one good thing that probably has come out of this is the fact that I've actually lost over 50 pounds in these last 4 months. which is funny to think about as some people mentioned that I've gained a lot of weight in the last video. But if you saw me 4 months ago, you wouldn't be saying that. So please bear with me, as last year has actually been the worst year of my life. But hopefully with this year being the year of Tears of the Kingdom, that will all change around. As yes, I am that pathetic that a video game will actually bring me that much joy and hopefully make things much better this year coming. But anyways, that pretty much does it. Again, I apologize for there not being much news. I can't really control that, but I'll be covering all the news that I do think is worth covering in these videos, and hopefully it will stay weekly. I think it's better to upload something than nothing, so I'm kind of gonna stick to these videos, at least during the times that I can't really produce anything else. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this for what it's worth, as I believe it's a great way to connect with you guys in some way. But anyways, that about does it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think of it in the comments below. And again, if you still have any ideas for the title, as we're still working on the branding for this series. As believe it or not, I'm actually recording it not in a studio or with even a proper green screen. So I'm making do with what I have to even get these videos out for you guys. Anyways, as always, I've been ZM. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!